Hello and welcome to Workbooks End User Training. This is part of a series of short tutorials guiding you through the basics of using Workbooks. If you've watched our Lead to Cash tutorial, you'll know that the sales and marketing process often starts with a lead record. However, leads should only really be used for the initial qualification phase, and if you've already qualified someone, you can add them to your database as a person record linked to the relevant employer organisation. So in this tutorial, we're going to cover how to add organisations and people to your database. Imagine you've recently attended an event called the London Trade Show, where you met Alice, who's the IT director of Atom Enterprises. Alice is very interested in your products and services, and Atom Enterprises are a good fit in terms of your target market. On the screen now is Alice's business card, and you want to add her details to Workbooks. In order to avoid creating duplicates on your database, it's always best practice to search for organisations and people before adding them. There are various places where you can search. There's a search option on the desktop here, one in the bar on the left, and I'm going to use the one that I can access from the start arrow. I'm going to search for the organisation first, so let me search for Atom Enterprises. Remember, I don't have to type the entire thing in, and I can either just click Enter or click on the magnifying glass. Okay, so I'll maximise this out. Lots of organisations have been returned to me, but none of them is the one that I'm looking for. So that looks fine. I'll also search for Alice, and nothing's come back at all. So that indicates to me that I'm in pretty good shape to go ahead and create both of those records. I'll close the search down. I'm going to start by creating the organisation record, because that will make it much easier to then link Alice to the right employer. There are two places you could start. You can either click on the start arrow and choose New and then select Organisation, or alternatively go to the organisation's landing page and from here click New Organisation. It doesn't matter which option you choose, they'll both load up a blank organisation record for you like the one that's on the screen at the moment. In your database, the layout of this particular record may look a little bit different, but I'm sure it'll be fairly similar to the one on the screen. And you can see by default over here on the Assign To field that the record is automatically assigned to you. Work through the record, adding as much detail as you know. If there's information that you don't know yet, such as the annual revenue or the number of employees, you can always go back and add those fields later. I'm going to click to save the organisation record. And notice that when I've saved it, there's a bar appears at the top here called Customer Health Status, and it's turned grey. This forms part of our customer support process, which some of you may be involved with later on down the line, but for now, just accept that what it means is we don't yet know what the health of this organisation is, and actually Atom isn't even a customer yet, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Now that the organisation exists in the system, we can create a person record for Alice, and the quickest way to do that is to open the Person tab, and from here click on New Employee. And that will open up an empty person record. Apart from a couple of fields, it will say that the record is assigned to me. It's assumed that the street address is the same as the one on the organisation, and it's put that the employer is Atom Enterprises, because that's what we asked it to do. So, as before, fill in as many fields as you can based on the information you've currently got. Remember that we said we met Alice at the London Trade Show. On this system, we've got a marketing campaign with that name, this one here, so we can select that, and we can also fill in that the sales lead source was a trade show, because that's where we met Alice. These pieces of information are incredibly helpful to your marketing team because it enables them to track the success of their campaigns. I'll save and close Alice's record. So on the screen now, I'm still on the People tab for the Atom Enterprises organisation, and you can see that Alice has been added and it says she's employed by Atom Enterprises. If I go back and reopen Alice's record, there's a bi-directional link between these two records now. If I go to the Organisations tab on her record, it shows us that Atom employs Alice Jones. Similarly, if you were to go to the person landing page, you'll see that Alice appears in your My People view, And on the organisation landing page, Atom Enterprises will appear in your My Organisations view. So that was how to add people and organisations to your system. Remember, ideally add the organisation first and the person to it afterwards. I'd recommend that following this tutorial you watch the one that covers working with activities so that you can track your interactions with people on your Workbooks database. Thank you for watching this tutorial, which I hope you found useful. For more information, remember to visit our knowledge base, which you can find at www.workbooks.com/knowledge_base. Thanks, bye bye.